I tried to put my thoughts into paper, but the words just didn't fit, and I don't even think that a single piece of paper could convey my thoughts right now. So I'll just talk to you guys. I'm sitting in front of the camera, I can't even talk. I guess I just feel like Nintendo transcended just monetary value and created something so much greater. For me, Nintendo created a family. You know, Nintendo created a life that I felt was so much more comfortable to live. A life where there's just like no judgments, and it really indoctrinated you to believe that you need to just dream big. You just gotta keep trying, you just have to keep trying. And even though Mario would have a finite number of lives, and of course I would get that game over screen, I knew that I could just try again. Until I won, until I beat the last level. When my parents were arguing going through their divorce, I had my Game Boy, you know, like when I come from school and nobody was home, I would just play like Yoshi's Story or GoldenEye or something. See, this doesn't make any sense to people outside of video games. I couldn't express that to them. Back then, and even still now, you know, parents think video games are just a waste of time. You're just wasting your time. There's nothing good that can come from video games. And I love my mother and father to death, but like any concerned adult, they weren't really on the same page with me when I wanted to, you know, play video games for the rest of my life and be a comic about it. And it was so hard because, you know, for me, I wanted to dedicate my life to playing video games and brightening up the world. That's like literally exactly what Nintendo's done for me. But I couldn't explain it. Like the words would try to come, I just couldn't do it. And maybe it's because I wasn't loud enough or I wasn't smart enough. They didn't hear me. I know this might be foreign to some of you, but back when I played games, there wasn't Wi-Fi. If you wanted to play with your friends, you had to make plans. With $12 and change in your pocket, you guys would come over to each other's house, sleep over, and the only time you would take a break is if you want to walk down to the corner store and get something to drink. It was and still is a real community, you know? These were real people I was interacting with, real friends. These were people that shared a common interest that you just couldn't get at school because back then, being a nerd wasn't cool at all. There were so many unwritten rules that I just didn't understand. Video games is what I understood. Nintendo was what I understood. These things at school just didn't make any sense to me. It's either you're too heavy to be attractive, too whitewashed for the black kids, you're not the right skin color, you're not smart enough, you're not funny, you're too loud, you're annoying. Just like I was desperately trying to find anywhere to fit, just any puzzle piece. I wanted literally any place. It didn't matter where it was. I just wanted to fit somewhere. But these games were indiscriminate. I think that's the coolest thing about them, you know, is when you pop in snowboard kids, they don't care. They don't care what you look like, what gender you are, none of that matters. The only things that mattered were how many people you were playing with, the character, the stage choice, and on you go. The president of Nintendo, Satoru, was such a great man. Just by definition, one of the best people on earth. One of the last things he commented on was that he was sorry for disappointing his fans at E3. But in my opinion, he had won the console war years before Sony and Microsoft really started entering and going in. And obviously I don't speak for the companies, but while Microsoft is trying to have the best graphics and Sony is trying to have the best storylines for their RPGs, Nintendo's purpose was one thing only, and that is video games are meant to be fun. And you a damn liar if you say you never played a Nintendo game and just started smiling your ass off the whole time. I know you said you were sorry because you felt like you disappointed your fans. You've never disappointed me, ever. Nothing Nintendo has ever done has been anything less than amazing to me. I love everything that you've created. Everything. Because you didn't just create games. You've created communities, you've created families, you've created lifelong friendships, you've created desire, you've created passion, you've created dreams. Not many people can say that, you know, like that's just, you just can't. In 2013 and 14, said you were gonna cut your pay in pretty much half because Nintendo wasn't doing so well fiscally. And the whole time, that smile never left your face. You never stopped smiling. I could talk for hours, but I just wanted to say thank you for everything. Absolutely everything. I can't speak for everyone, but without Nintendo, I'm really not sure where I would be. But I'll tell you that I don't think I would be very happy. I don't think so at all. Now, if you don't mind, my favorite game in the world is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I've beat it a total of 32 times. And I'm gonna beat it just one more time. I still have the original cartridge with my old phone number and my mom's name just in case it ever got lost. I'm gonna go beat that game one more time. There's so much more I want to say. There's so much more that I want to experience and I want to share, but I really don't think words are gonna be able to do justice of what you deserve, at least in my opinion, so I'll just